In flies, small wings, little w, are recessive to large wings, capital W. A homozygous dominant fly is mated with a homozygous recessive fly. So let's make sure we have our genotype straight. So my first fly is homozygous dominant. Both of those words are important. Homozygous tells me that the alleles are the same, and dominant tells me that it's the dominant allele that it has. So this fly is capital W, and that's mated with a homozygous recessive fly. Okay, so homozygous recessive, both of those words are important. So the alleles are the same, and it's the recessive allele. So that's little w. So now let's make our Punnett square. So I've got my capital W's across the top, and my lowercase w's down the side. And when you're dealing with a letter like W, where really the only difference between the capital and lowercase is size, you want to really kind of exaggerate that when you're making your Punnett square so that you don't get confused. And so you can see that I made my lowercase w's much smaller than my capital W so that I won't get mixed up here in a moment. So looking at my questions, what percentage of offspring will have a capital W, lowercase w genotype, or heterozygous genotype? Well, if you look, all of my boxes in my Punnett square are capital W, lowercase w. They're all heterozygous. They have one of each. All right, and so since all of them are, that means 100% have that genotype. My next question asks, what percentage of offspring will have small wings? Well, large wings is the dominant allele, and all of the offspring received a dominant allele. They all have a capital W. That means they'll all have large wings. But it asked me what percentage will have small wings. Well, if they'll all have large wings, I guess that means none of them will have small wings. And the percentage that means none is 0. So since I don't have any homozygous recessive offspring, no little w, none of them will be small. So that's 0%.